What up?
Man, I didn't realize I'm still contending with yesterday's hair. This
Did
is,
you wear a hat or something yesterday?
yeah, you know what? Yesterday was just a really busy day where like finally at the end of the day when I put my feet up and I sat down, I mean, thank God my alarms were set because my head just kind of went back and I fell asleep. And and then I woke up a little bit later and then I was just kind of up, but I never really thought about it. And then this morning when I got up, I was running so late. It was one of those like I took some water and went, okay, I think we're good. And I just
Yeah,
left.
it's very Zach Morris like.
Kind of, yeah, right? Now
What
I
do
need
you
a brick phone.
or like Brendan from 90210?
I wonder if I could
These are
keep the hair and just walk around with this all day.
these are the game times on Sunday for those.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, so we got Niners, Chiefs, and Rams.
Rams, Chiefs, Bengals. Chiefs, Bengals at noon. Niners, Rams, 3:30.
Niners, Rams. I got that one wrong. I got that one wrong.
Good morning, Tiffany. Yeah, so I wanted to wake up and like get my hair done and all this stuff. I still have deep conditioner in it from yesterday because my plan was to get up early, shower, and then I wrote you this morning. I'm like, I'm running late. I hit that snooze so many times, and I went to bed super early, like at 8 or something. But I just didn't want to. It's cold when it's cold. I just don't want to get out of bed. So that's why I compensated with makeup because my hair is not done at all.
Does your Jeep have remote start?
No.
So you can't start in the house and get the heater going or anything. You have to go out cold.
And it takes about at least 10 minutes to warm it up.
Oh
Because
my
okay,
God.
I cannot stand when somebody turns on the heater before the car is warmed up. The heater comes off of your engine, so you got to wait for the car to warm up before it blows. And I have multiple people in my life who do it just to annoy me. Are you one of those people?
No, I do the remote start. So before I even get out there, about 15 minutes before I get to the car, I turn it on from the house, and then when I go out, because I'm with you on that, I don't want to go sit in a car and have the heater blow on me like it's an air conditioner.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like then it's not a heater.
now you know.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Hold on here. Zach Morris is outraged. I'm gonna pull my antenna up. I'm gonna call somebody and tell him.
I knew I shouldn't have called you that.
Hey, you know what though? The reason that I laugh at that is because I don't know if you ever had one, but I had a legitimate brick phone once, like a legit rubber antenna that you could hold on to and swing it around, and it was like 2 pounds and that big.
Remote ones, like one of the very first remote ones.
Because not because I was so new to cell phones and that's all that was available, but because for a while, and I'm going to pull a name out here. Remember Radio Shack? Okay. Well, when you wanted a pager, but your parents wouldn't let you have one, you went to Radio Shack and you got a pager because they didn't run credit reports. And when you wanted a cell phone, because way back then, if you wanted a cell phone, they had to run your credit and you had to put like $1,000 deposit down to get a phone. It was always Christmas specials. So
Yeah.
so Radio Shack would let you do prepaid cellular, but you would only get it on a brick phone. It was 65 cents a minute, and it had to be a brick phone. And then my next upgrade was the gray flip phone where the bottom mouthpiece came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the next upgrade, but not because that's all that was
Oh, these are
available,
the
but
things that comes up right here.
yeah, it's the gray phone where only the mouthpiece flips down and the mouthpiece flips back up, but it's wide. It's like that wide. So the square mouthpiece comes down. Remember it had a little antenna that came up?
Okay. So their cell phone plans and their phone service plans, it looks like is the reason that they ended up going out of business, probably because they were giving it to people like you without credit check.
Well, okay, but
Your
the
cell
pre
phone is accounted for 51%, and then they just lost it all.
wow.
Yeah.
I'll bet it's because companies came in and said you're paying 65 cents a minute for prepaid with Radio Shack. How about we just make it unlimited?
Let's just do the unlimited plan.
How about you just call as many? I was wondering, I don't know about you, but when landlines were a thing, because they had the Universal Lifeline landline, which was like $9 a month. You got no long distance calling. You had to sign up for a long distance program from home, right? So I got like IDT or something. It was like 5 cents a minute. It was ridiculously low for long distance. And I kept wondering, how long are we going to have to go through this long distance thing before all the places just say, it's a phone, just call them and we won't charge you more?
When did the long distance thing go away?
Has it gone away?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Nobody pays extra for long distance calls.
So it's been phased out. It hit its peak in the mid 90s. It phased out early 2000s, I guess. There's a whole, it's so funny you ask, because there's a whole article right now on the 143-year history of the phones and what's been phased out.
I remember because there was one summer I was 16, 17, and I stayed with my cousin in LA. And I had a boyfriend that I wasn't supposed to be talking to or seeing, one of the reasons that I was staying for the summer in Los Angeles. And I used my parents' phone card to call him, and then they got the bill.
Remember phone cards?
Yeah. It was like hundreds of dollars.
Do you remember when celebrities...
Why? Is there a microphone in your headphones?
Is it making noises when I touch it?
Every time.
Okay, I'll stop touching it. Do you remember when celebrities had their own phone cards? And so when you called, it was like, hey, it's Tony Danza, and you got 7 minutes left.
No, I don't.
Oh, there was a whole culture of like collective phone cards and celebrity phone cards, and like celebrities would be on there and be like, it's Danny DeVito, and you've got 3 minutes left. And then
that cool.
Yeah, it's a trip.
I had a prepaid phone, and I remember I'd get so mad when people would call and leave a voicemail because it costed minutes for me to call and listen to the voicemail. And that's when I became master texter.
You're the first person who ever shared that with me like 15 years ago. You told me, you said, hey, if you can, text me, because it's only 5 cents as opposed to whatever it was. I think like each text for you was like 5 cents or something.
Yes. And texting had just, like, when I moved to North Carolina in 2005, the guy that I was dating there had to go and get a texting plan when he started dating me.
I wonder when we're going to start losing phrases like unlimited texting, unlimited data, unlimited calling, when it's finally just going to be, that's just the way it is.
I don't know. I have all unlimited with Xfinity. Xfinity is a steal. It was light years cheaper than my last company, and not because I endorse them. It took me a while to even jump over to Xfinity, and because I don't like new things. I don't like, it took me a minute to do Xfinity Mobile. I should have done it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever ago.
But how long did you have that AT&T account? You were with that for a really long. It was hard to give up because you were grandfathered in on something.
Yes, and so my ex-husband and I were grandfathered into the unlimited plan early, before they started doing bigger plans. But because we already had that plan, they allowed us to keep it. So it was hard for me to jump. And even with that plan, I got a new phone and have my daughter's phone on it, and it's still cheaper than the other company.
Yep. 100%. What was it, back in November? Because I switched over to their mobile back in November, and I got the and this is a knock on Galaxy, not the service. I got the Galaxy starter model, right? And I thought it was going to be okay, because how bad can a brand new Galaxy base model today be versus an iPhone 8 from 5 years ago? And the answer is very bad. So I took my Xfinity SIM card out yesterday, and just on a whim, I'm like, I wonder if it'll work on my iPhone 8. And I popped it in, and my iPhone 8 is back up and running again. And I can't tell you how grusfraba I am right now being back on my iPhone.
I'm glad to not look at your icky green messages.
I knew you were going to be happy with that.
Yeah. You were ruining.
I texted you right away.
Yeah. My phone's working. I'm like, it's blue.
I remember when I switched back over, the first problem I had is I was calling you both, like, hey, Both of you got to get me on Messenger right now. I can't get messages from iPhones. We're back.
All right, we need to get back on the air. We need to get back up on the air. What do we have going on? $25,000 wedding, a giveaway to
Last
Vegas.
day.
Last day to get in for that wedding is today. KHOP.com is where you do that. Thank you, Honey's Air and Solar. They're going to my parents today to clean out their things.
Tune up.
Yeah. And that's it.
That is it.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.